Shelly Chopra Dhar, it's such a pleasure to have you here in London. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
How are you today?
I'm really good.
Good, feeling
Yes.
good. So I caught your film. It's your directorial debut.
Yes.
And in the screening last week,
Yes.
and it was a very I've got a lot to say about the film, but first of all, I feel like it was a very nice, bold, brave move from your side, because being your first directorial debut and you have so many big actors and big characters in the film, and the topic that you're tackling as well. But I wanted to ask you, is that do you think Ek Ladki Ko Dekha To Aisa Laga would have been as accepted and celebrated had you directed this? Probably this film came out 20 years ago in Indian cinema. How do you feel about that?
Oh, 20 years ago.
Do you think the times have changed, that this was the right time to bring this type of film in the forefront?
I think that far back, I'm not sure how it would be. Yes. It takes a long time for people to change their mindset or to even begin to think a little bit more progressive. We are in India still not there 100%, but at least the younger generation, it's the education, it's the association with these. The more you're exposed to these issues, the more you begin to accept them and realize they're as normal as anything else.
Yeah.
I think 20 years ago, maybe exposure was not that much. Today, even with the way the global market has literally exploded with the media watching, and the whole world is becoming one. It's like what kids are watching in America, they're watching in India or China or anywhere else. So we have changed a lot in the last decade. Our digital viewing has changed our lives a lot.
And also being, like, for example, Sonam Kapoor is one of the first Indian actresses to play a lesbian on the big screen. Do you also, that's like a big step for a mainstream actress to accept a role like this, which maybe years before there might have been hesitation for a leading actress to be, wary, should I not? So this is a huge step forward.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, yes. I faced no problem in that, in casting. To their credit, they loved the script and they wanted to be part of it. We knew that we were going to be, breaking ground, that we are pioneers in the field, that I knew that this was a script, that storytelling that has not happened before on the mainstream cinema, commercial films as they call it.
Exactly, yeah.
And they were all equally passionate about it. They wanted to be part of it. They wanted to contribute to it, and they have taken the film to a different level.
They really
all
have.
Of them, yes.
You've co-written this film, Shelly,
yes.
and you've written the script as well.
Yes.
So do you feel like a lot of love stories are usually a reflection of society? So was there a certain story that inspired you to bring this story to the forefront?
Yes, it is. This is a subject which I personally have a gay child, and this was a very important subject to me to also see it from the point of view of a family, of siblings, of parents, of community. And Ghazal, my co-writer, is trans woman, so she also has the experiences of going through the trauma herself. So I think it was a perfect combination of our experiences that pulled this script together.
Yeah, that's amazing. Shelly, you have brought Juhi Chawla and Anil Kapoor, and you've rekindled their chemistry on screen, and it was a delight to watch for the audience, to see them. जब भी कोई जोड़ी आप इतने अरसे बाद देखते हैं, उन्होंने इतनी अच्छी मजे की फिल्में की हैं, और दोनों evergreen हैं, especially Anil Kapoor. After watching the film, he was the heartbeat of your film.
Absolutely.
His role was so important.
Yes.
His, the whole emotional journey of a father, the acceptance, the shock, everything. So I wanted to ask you, I heard their scenes were done in one shot. So इसका मतलब there's a difference between experience और वो जो chemistry already दो actors में होती है.
बिल्कुल, हाँ, single shots में बहुत से उनके सीन single shot में हैं, और दोनों मंझे हुए एक्टर हैं, दोनों बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रोफेशनल हैं और कमाल के एक्टर्स हैं, और दोनों को अपनी लाइंस पूरी याद होती थी, और एक बारी परफॉर्मेंस शुरू कर दी, और वो स्पेशली वो जो लास्ट वाला उनका सीन है, मतलब जो मुझे एक शॉट में मिला उसके बाद मिला ही नहीं. आई थिंक ये सेकंड टेक था, पहले में थोड़ा सा कुछ था, सेकंड टेक में फुल ऐसा आया, उसके बाद एक और किया,
Yeah.
आई सेड नो वे,
Yeah.
ये तो मतलब दिस इज अ जेम.
Yeah.
और
Exactly.
ऐसे बहुत से उनके सीन्स हैं
Mhm.
जो उन्होंने मुझे सीधे ही दिए हैं,
जी.
बिल्कुल उसमें कोई कटिंग वटिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी कभी.
That makes your job so much easier.
Yes, I mean they're just awesome, you know.
Yeah.
एकदम से वो निखर के आता है, उनकी इमोशंस
बिल्कुल.
दिखाई देती हैं,
Yeah.
you know.
वो केमिस्ट्री वही इतने 20 साल बाद शायद आए होंगे, या थोड़ा उनको शायद अच्छा ना लगे 20 साल तक, हम कह रहे हैं 10 साल.
I know,
फिर भी
दोनों
उनका
बहुत डांट
वैसे
लगा
ही
देते
था.
हैं.
जी.
दोनों
बहुत
बहुत
अच्छा
डांट
था.
लगा देते हैं, पर बहुत ही प्यारे कैरेक्टर्स हैं
जी.
दोनों, और बहुत अच्छे से उन्होंने इन कैरेक्टर्स को निभाया है. जूही जी मतलब शी वेंट अंडर द स्किन ऑफ दिस कैरेक्टर, और एक बारी जो पकड़ लेते हैं ना
Yeah.
कैरेक्टर को, फिर उसमें से निकला नहीं, कोई भी नहीं निकला.
आपने कैरेक्टर से सबको पर्सनालिटी दी थी,
अरे
like
बिल्कुल.
सारों को. तो how is it like writing a film in order to make the characters relatable? क्योंकि audience को feel कराना is the key of a film. I think if they can feel your film, then you've done your job and it's a great film. So how did you make them relatable so
देखो
people
क्या
could
होता है,
relate to
मेरे
them?
को ऐसा लगता है, ये एक्चुअली मैंने कभी पहले इंटरव्यू में नहीं बोला, मैं आप ही को सिर्फ ये बोल रही हूँ
Oh, exclusive.
कि एक्सक्लूसिव है ये आपके
जी.
लिए, कि क्या होता है कि बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट कि मैं बॉलीवुड में नहीं रही हूँ, और मेरा जो माइंडसेट है वो टिपिकल बॉलीवुड का नहीं है, तो जो मुझसे निकल के आता है, जो मेरे कैरेक्टर्स जो मैं उसको लेके आती हूँ, वो बिल्कुल मैं किसी चीज़ को फॉलो नहीं कर रही. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज देयर इज अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ इनोसेंस in when you do things the way you think is right and you're not following a pattern. मैंने किसी पैटर्न को फॉलो नहीं किया है. मेरे लिए ये कैरेक्टर्स बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट थे, और हर एक कैरेक्टर दिल से निकला है कि ये ऐसा होगा, और बहुत अच्छे से सबके सब निकल आए हैं.
जी बिल्कुल. और एक जो मुझे चीज़ fascinating लगी थी watching your film is that with this story that you had, I would have expected someone would shoot this outside of India, made it about an NRI family, shot it in America, or shot it in London and told the story of this girl, you know, how it was in that way, or in a very like predictable manner. But you actually made this film very traditional. She's a traditional girl that comes from a village in Punjab and who has this story. So was that a conscious decision?
Absolutely a conscious decision, because one of the paradigms in India is also that this is a problem which is a Western problem. You know, it comes from the West.
Exactly.
It exists in the cities.
Yeah.
It only happens to girls who are modern. Only happens, which is so ridiculous that, you know, there is no way that you can, I mean, it's illogical. But they don't understand that. So I had to make sure that I set it up in a place which is not where they expect this to be happening, in a very normal upper middle class family in a small town in India, which is a typical Punjabi family with typical Indian values, and a good family with love and warmth and community and money and education.
Exactly.
So I gave them all those things, and yet they are grappling with this issue. You know, entire society is grappling with these issues right now. They don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because of that, how many children suffer? How many children grow up in a suffocated environment? And their growth gets retarded. They become somebody else. They're not like, they actually don't become normal because they themselves don't think they're normal.
Exactly. Because
Which is-
society's made them feel this way.
The society makes them feel that. And then by the time they grow up, they have to spend so much energy in, first of all, convincing themselves that they are normal. Forget about anybody else. So I wanted to place it in that town, right in the middle of that.
Yeah. No, I thought that was very fascinating, and I
Yes.
like that about the film. You
Yeah,
know, I really
absolutely.
like that contrast because it goes against what people expect. You know,
Because
this,
otherwise you would feed into the same thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
This film is a very heartwarming film and a very sensitive film for the LGBT community, especially.
Yes.
And I think that, especially from the South Asian community, you know, they suffer a lot of weight where they could be, they could be against, like, thrown out of their religion, society, their friends and family can go against them. There's so much, you know, it's very, like, heavy for them. Maybe, you know, there's a lot that comes with it. So in order to translate these emotions into this film, you know, it hasn't been done a lot.
Yes.
And you have to be very careful and make sure, you know, it's not derogatory in any way.
Yes.
It's very realistic so they can feel it. And you don't want to make it too heavy either because it's a
Yes.
film.
Yes.
How are you able to strike that balance?
Well, we tried to do that, and I think we have succeeded. We tried very hard to make sure that we were not preaching, we were not giving lectures, and we were not giving it like a boring, dull, I told you so kind of a story. Because nobody takes anything home from that.
Yeah.
You know, people get bored, people get irritated. People don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to watch those films. And the golden rule of cinema, number one, is to entertain.
Yeah.
If I'm going to make a film, I have to be able to entertain you. That's why you're going to leave your home.
Exactly.
And you're going to come out to a theater to see it. You're not going to come to theater to watch a sermon. You know, people don't even do that.
Or even a lecture.
They don't want to do that. Well, even I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
You know, I can read up on it.
Yeah.
I don't need to go see a film for that. So they come out to entertain themselves, to have a nice evening. So first and foremost, you have to take care of that. And then within that, you have to be honest to whatever it is you want to tell them. So you have to figure out a way to say to them that they are entertained first. They enjoy it. And then if within that world, you are able to convey something else, all the more power to you.
Yeah, exactly. In this film, you start off with Godin Al Ishq Mita, it's
Yes.
Punjabi. So this was actually during the time, this is a very big song for the weddings, for the mendis, and during this time Sonam Kapoor was actually getting married. So was there special ronak on the sets, and was there excitement from her end, any planning you saw?
You know how stressful it is when people are planning for their weddings?
Yeah.
Yes. It looks like fun. It's like glamour.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like fun. But really, when you're in it, it's not glamorous. When you're working, it's not a glamorous thing at all.
Yeah.
You know, you're in hot sets, you know, you're perspiring, you know.
Yeah.
We're looking at locations that, you know, when we're shooting that song.
And yours was very like you haven't used a lot of sets.
Yeah,
You used,
not at all.
You have noticed
One
that.
set only.
Was the theatre.
I have not used sets because I really wanted the film to be live, real.
Yeah.
And one of the ways to do that is to be on real location. And so all my locations are real, except the last,
Yeah.
which only because it has to be interior anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're all real. I was saying something.
You were saying about Sonam's wedding planning.
Yeah,
And
so I was saying that actually that was a very stressful time. Because actually temperatures in Bombay at that time were like, my gosh, it was like 108 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my God,
We were
wow.
dead. And it had to be all day shoot. Night, there was only one night shoot. And it was a killer shoot. And Sonam was so stressed about her wedding. I think, you know, she was planning. And so it was a stressful environment.
Oh wow!
Actually,
so
on
very
the
different to
contrary.
Godin Al Ishq Mita, what we see on.
It's very. So what you see is really film. It's like wow, they look like they're having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you.
Wow. So balancing her
was,
yeah.
Yes.
You know, I heard about Sonam that when she's on set, she's very peaceful, very zen. And the secret to that, she says that she grills the director properly before she starts filming.
Yeah.
So did you get any grilling done or anything? Was she like chasing you and asking you, you know, obviously it's important for her to understand
Yes,
you know,
the character.
the characters.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had a few meetings before then where we did some readings of the character. I even had her and Rajkumar read together.
Yeah.
So I could sense their thing. So she did do that. And we, you know, I had to get the accent right, which she worked on, because I wanted to get that little Punjabi accent.
Yeah, she had that. That's true. Yeah.
And that's not normal. So we had to work very hard on making sure, and she worked hard on it.
Yeah.
So she wanted to make sure she had it right. So she got those accents right, and you know, character of Sweetie, very demure, very quiet.
Yeah, she's very quiet. I felt like her role was more about showing emotions than it was about dialogue delivery.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is actually harder, I feel.
Yes.
Because to get into the character, and you know, she's representing so many people who will be watching this film, that you want to get it just right. So how was your method with her? Like, how did she get into the emotions of it?
So, you know, I would explain the character to her, like every time before the scene, I would tell her, what is it that Sweetie, you know, bring her down to Sweetie. And once, and she understood Sweetie. And so she knew Sweetie. So once she was in the mood of Sweetie, she performed naturally.
Like I said, Anil Kapoor was the heartbeat of the film, the ronak of the film, you know.
Yes.
My mom watched this film with me, and she really enjoys Anil Kapoor, really likes him from the Madhuri ka Zamana, you know, and that generation loves him. So, what did you learn from him? Because it was your first directorial debut. He has this wealth of experience. ऐसे कोई ऐसी बात है जो आपने उनसे सीखा? और मैंने ये भी आपसे पूछना है, इसी क्वेश्चन में मैं एक क्वेश्चन डालती हूँ. What's the difference between having an actor on set and having a star on set?
अब देखो, मेरी फिल्म में तो सारे ये स्टार थे. तो मुझे पता ही नहीं है. एक्टर भी थे
जी.
और पर ये सब लोगों ने एक्टर्स की तरह ही काम किया है मेरे साथ. और अनिल कपूर से तो बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है. he's very committed to his health.
Fountain of Youth की सीक्रेट कुछ पानी हमें, जब मैं उसे उनसे थोड़ा लेना पड़ेगा, है ना?
सभी पूछते हैं उनसे. But there is no substitute for hard work. He works hard. He watches, he exercises. He's got the right attitude. Attitude जो है जिंदगी में सबसे बड़ी चीज होती है.
बिल्कुल जी.
उनका एटीट्यूड बहुत सही है. वो बहुत खुशी से सेट पे आते हैं, वो काम करने के लिए आते हैं, और वो he wants to perform his best.
मैंने सुना है even if it takes 25 takes, वो 25 takes लेंगे जब तक उनको वो perfect ना लगे.
बिल्कुल.
और ये बड़ी बात है, वरना लोग तो फौरन भागना चाहते हैं.
बिल्कुल नहीं. और मेरे लिए ये किस्मत की बात है कि वो मुझ पर डिपेंड करते थे. ये जब तक मैं नहीं कहूँ कि ये शॉट, उनको पता था. उससे क्या होता है ना, एक एक्टर को अपने डायरेक्टर पे भरोसा होना बहुत जरूरी है. नहीं तो वही डायरेक्ट करना शुरू कर देते हैं.
आपकी भी रिलेशनशिप बहुत जरूरी है.
बहुत जरूरी होता है कि उनको ये बात का यकीन हो, बिकॉज दे आर trusting you with their performance. They are trusting you to portray them on the screen as what they are delivering.
And in the best light.
तो वही मुझे किसी ने कभी पूछा था कि आपको कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि सेकंड या थर्ड टेक के बाद कि यार ये इतने बड़े एक्टर हैं, मुझे नहीं लेना चाहिए थर्ड टेक? मैंने कहा ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, क्योंकि आई विल बी डूइंग देम अ डिसफेवर. अगर मैं नहीं लूंगी एंड इफ आई विल कॉम्प्रोमाइज विद ए शॉट जो अच्छा नहीं है, ना उनके लिए अच्छा है ना हमारी फिल्म के लिए अच्छा है.
बिल्कुल जी.
तो नहीं, ऐसा तो कभी नहीं हुआ.
पर ऐसे होता है, सुपरस्टार्स, ऑब्वियसली नाम नहीं ड्रॉप के, एक सुपरस्टार उसने कोरियोग्राफर का जो है डांस मूव नहीं सीखा है, बहुत बड़ा आपका सुपरस्टार बॉलीवुड का, तो फिर उसको पब्लिक ने नहीं पसंद किया क्योंकि वो डांस मूव, तो कोरियोग्राफर ने कहा मैं क्या उसको कह सकती हूँ, अब मैंने उसको सिखाया, वो कहता मैंने नहीं ये करना, अपना खुद उसने डांस स्टेप किया, फिर अच्छा नहीं लगा तो खुद ही वापस आया उसके पास अगली फिल्म के लिए. कि वो इसका मतलब ऐसे होता है फिल्म सेट्स में कभी कभी के एक्टर्स नहीं इतना डायरेक्शन लेना चाहते. तो दिस इज़ अ वेरी गुड एक्सपीरियंस आपके लिए कि वो जो हैं इतने, पर इसकी जो उनकी प्रोफेशनलिज्म है उसकी वजह से उनको ये फल मिला हुआ है कि ऑडियंस उनको इतना पसंद करती है ना?
बिल्कुल सही बोला. एब्सोल्युटली सही बोला
जी. और जाने से पहले मैंने आपको ये कहना था कि हमने ऑब्वियसली बात की है कि कैसे ये एक इंकरेजमेंट मिलेगी, और आपने ये करेज दिया है स्पेशली मेंबर्स ऑफ ये जो LGBT कम्युनिटी है उनको, और उनके लिए एक फिल्म, इतनी प्यारी फिल्म बने जो उनके इमोशंस को ट्रांसलेट करे, बहुत बड़ी बात है. और एक अच्छी बात है कि इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं. द क्लाइमेट बहुत ज़रूरी था, इस क्लाइमेट की फिल्म में. पर मैंने आपसे पूछना था, फिर भी ऑडियंस में लोग होंगे जो डिसएग्री करेंगे या नहीं पसंद करेंगे या एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे, और ये एक सोच की बात होती है. आपका क्या, व्हाट्स योर होप, what is the message you hope these people get from watching the film?
Did you see the film? Okay. So my film starts एंड में प्ले में, मेरी फिल्म जब शुरू होती है तो उसमें 400 लोग बैठे होते हैं
जी.
और धीरे 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 करके वो 100 भी नहीं रह जाते रह जाते हैं ना, 300 तो निकल ही जाते हैं जी. और मैं तो यही लेके चलती हूँ कि अगर मेरी फिल्म में 100 लोग बैठे हैं और 75 बाहर निकल जाएं और 25 भी रह जाएं तो भी अ विनर्स. So I'm very happy for all the people who see it and appreciate it. I am not counting the ones that leave. I'm only counting the ones that stay.
Shelly, it was such a pleasure talking to you. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा पहले आपकी फिल्म जो एक्सक्लूसिव स्क्रीनिंग देखी, फिर उसके बाद आपसे बात करने में डबल मज़ा मुझे आया है. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा.
मुझे भी आपसे बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा. आप हिंदी बहुत ही प्यारी बोलती हैं, उर्दू बहुत ही प्यारी बोलती हैं.
थैंक यू सो मच. मेरी सेकंड लैंग्वेज है, ट्राई करते हैं.
बहुत ही अच्छा बोलती हैं. इतना मतलब जैसे वो शहद की तरह मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा.
थैंक यू वेरी मच.
कोशिश जारी रखिए.
जी
क्योंकि और भी अच्छी हो सकती है. और इतनी ही ब्यूटीफुल लैंग्वेज है ये कि जितनी ज्यादा बोलेंगी उतना और भी सुंदर लगेगा.
और आपने तो अपनी फिल्म में भी उर्दू बहुत इंक्लूड किया, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. हबीब वो थोड़ी बुक में पढ़ते थे.
बिल्कुल वो हमारी राइटर गजल ने ढूंढ के शब्द निकाले थे, बड़े सुंदर.
जी बहुत अच्छे. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम.